Hey y'all, so Shabbat Shalom. This is something that I've been working on, trying to continuously solidify and working on myself, and working towards finding my husband, or my husband finding me, whoever the Most High brings to me to be my husband, and understanding that I love to pour into people. I definitely want to pour into whoever my husband is going to be, and but you got to be careful with that pouring sometimes, because if you don't know how to pour, when to pour, how much to pour, when to refill, things could just go out of control when it comes to pouring. Of course, that's what I want, reciprocated, somebody who is able and willing to pour into me. I have been concentrating lately on the when to pour. And my mom has always said something: it's good to be a giver, it's great to be a giver, but you can only give what you have, right? Or you can the main thing she would say was you should give in excess, because once you start giving from your cup, it can become shaky for you, and then you won't have anything for yourself. So this is what as an adult, I've added on to that from my experiences, not redefined it, but more so solidified it, and I hope me sharing will give you something to think about, and maybe you can add on to it. So here's the thought: you can't pour into a cracked cup. Again, you cannot pour into a cracked cup. You can't pour into someone from an empty cup. It's reckless to pour from a half full cup. Risky to pour from a full cup. Pouring into someone from your overflow is much wiser. Which means you have to make sure that you practice self-care, discipline, and keep the Most High first in your life to be in excess more than you are in deficiency. And you will sometimes be in deficiency. We are human, and that's okay. It's in those times we must communicate when our cups are low, and hopefully the ones who say they love us will understand and be either patient and or be able to pour into us until we are in overflow again. But again, even if you are in overflow, you cannot pour into a cracked cup. No matter how much you love a person, or how bad you want to be with a person, or just be there for somebody, pouring into a broken or cracked cup can lead you to a dangerous space. Broken cups leak and will not hold all of the substance, or appreciate the substance, or even recognize the substance that you have poured into them. Sometimes they'll even get offended by the substance that you have poured into them. If you are continuously and constantly pouring into someone broken with no results, you yourself may become broken. Insecurities will kill a relationship, especially if the person with insecurities will not be honest with you nor themselves about having them. There will be nothing you can tell them nor do for them to reassure them that you want them, that you have their backs, and that you want to help them get those cracks repaired so that they can obtain overflow and be able to pour into you or somebody else or anybody. their insecurities will start to be projected onto you and will start to attack your cup, your body, your mind, spirits, all that. You will never make them happy nor feel secure in you until they take accountability for the cracks in their cup. My prayers and hopes is that if you find or have someone whose cup is broken, they first acknowledge that they have this challenge. They work diligently to repair themselves, and that I pray that your reassurance pays off and you both flourish into greater. I also pray that you are strong and wise enough to see that you are pouring into a cracked cup and make the decision that this is not sustainable before you are left broken yourself. Again, keep the Most High first, and even in that type of situation, you will still come out whole. You may experience grief for the moment, but you will be whole and ready to move forward. And obviously, I'm speaking from my own experiences, right? But the cracked cup, when it comes to relationships and insecurities, it definitely, insecurities is added on to that, because the more you keep trying to feed somebody who doesn't want to open their mouth or who doesn't want to swallow, right? The more that they're going to continue to be hungry for that thing, although you're giving them either what they're asking for or even more, and they won't be able to appreciate it, and they won't appreciate it, and then you'll get tired and bogged down yourself, and you'll become discouraged, and you'll have insecurities. So certain things will begin to happen for you, somebody who has a cup. I won't say it's a perfect cup, but a cup without cracks, because you have worked on yourself so much, and that you continuously work on yourself, and you pray, and you have this thing where you're reflecting and examining your cup, to a point where even if this little something triggered me, there's a little crack here, wait a minute, let me go back real quick, let me get something put in there, seal that crack up, you know what I'm saying? So they might not be like you, and they might not even see that they have cracks. So just be careful when you're pouring into people, how much you're pouring into them, and recognize where your cup is at, so that you won't go into deficiency and be depleted. If you have anything to add, I don't have all the answers. This is my experience. So if you have anything to add about this topic, please do. And I'm continuously learning and want to learn. And I'm going to continue to change this. It might change later. It might get even better later. My understanding might become clearer. So anyway, that's it for today. That's what I wanted to share for today. Y'all have a blessed day. Shalom.